The island of Roatan was the last destination on our excursion through Honduras. An exciting journey to say the least, but the windy roads, the bumpy side streets, and the rough waters became tiring. It was time to take a walk. Dana, a fellow explorer, and I decided to check out the coastline to savor the fact that we weren't in Chicago, but we quickly lost interest in the postcard-perfect horizons and turned our gaze to a tiny path of green specks floating across the sand. They were leafcutter ants. I had hoped to get a glimpse of these fascinating insects before I left the region. The ants were carrying leaf cutouts much larger than themselves, one lane reserved for the ants who proudly paraded their bright green flags back to the farm, while another lane of ants were on a mission to find their own prize. While hovering over the ant march, Dana and I began to critique and comment on the ants' work ethic.
Oh, he just picked it up. He was like, I'm going for it.
He's like, are you sure you can handle that one? I don't know. Maybe we need to break this up. No, you know what? I got it. I'm feeling good.
It took us a minute to see and grasp how far these ants were actually traveling. Some paths were as long as 50 yards. With our seemingly giant steps, we attempted to find the ants' destination. But as we continued, we discovered the ant roads were just as complicated and yet as sophisticated as our highways. Our steps grew increasingly more cautious, hoping we weren't trampling on the very ants we were trying to study. The ants led us away from the beach, and as soon as we turned the corner, the creation dubbed Leafcutter Land came into sight. An impressive collection of large orange mounds covered an area bigger than most cheap apartments in the city. All around us, leafcutter ants hiked to and from this mecca. Despite being the dominant species in this situation, I felt very small trying to comprehend the complex organization of the leafcutter ants. It turned out to be a much more exciting walk than anticipated. After seeing millions of these amazingly little creatures hard at work, I gained new energy, ready to trek through the rest of Honduras.